Hi, I'm Elena Alexandra McCardle. I'm 20 years old. I'm from Tula, Russia. I was born in Tula, Russia in 1999. Then at 11 months old, I came to America by nice American middle-class parents that loved me and care for me. I'm adopted from Russia. My disability, I have bipolar, learning disability, and autism, and anxiety. I work at Safeway in McLean, Virginia. It's working very well. I know in the summertime it didn't work well, but I didn't like my boss. Once I got used to her, things got pretty better. At the time, I was very aggressive towards people, anger would strike at me, it wasn't because oh, I like to do that. It was because of bipolar. This was before I was diagnosed with it. I have a lot of family members in Virginia, which actually helps me with my anxiety. So I have family that come from Virginia, everywhere in Virginia, from McLean to Vienna. Now West Falls Church is me. So I started moving out in October of 2018, and this was the first time I'm going to see a lot of family more, and I had to cope with that because usually I see them in the holidays. But it's really going out well for me, and it's helping me with stress. I get to see my little ones more, which makes me happy, and I get to see them grow. And I like to spend time with my little cousins because they're the ones that help me be therapeutic and learn that if I want to have a kid when I get older, in 10 years, that's my plan for 10 years in the future, then I should learn about my little cousins first before I say, oh, I want to have a kid. I need to learn that from them. I adore them, actually. I'm very protective around them. I had a roommate that I didn't like. She was very lazy. I had to focus on adult things. I had to, do my laundry or make my bed or vacuum my room or clean the house. And she was the opposite. She didn't care about the house at all. It was a college property house, and I treated that house like it was my kid. You should with houses, but no, she doesn't do that. I just got diagnosed with bipolar last year when I was 19 years old at the hospital, and I used to have anxiety attacks, and everything was going wrong with me. I would get into fights with people. I would almost got charged with assault, and it did not work well with me last year when I had to go to college. I did not like it. It was hard. Too much learning and too much stress for me. So basically, my parents decided, hey, how about we should drop you out of college, because after all, we found out we were diagnosed with bipolar. And the first time my parents heard that, they were surprised. And I was surprised too. And I had to do a lot of research with bipolar. And I'm like, okay, now I have another disability? Man. I am more happy when I take my medication. I feel more calm, I feel more focused with it. Without my medication, I get verbally aggressive, I get into fights, I cry a lot, very hard cry when I have an anxiety attack. So, and my heart starts pounding very fast. Very fast. It didn't work out well because I just have a problem with therapists. I have a fear that they may tell on the police, or they may attack me or verbally abuse me with their words. So basically, I don't like therapists in general. I went to a psychiatric hospital in Indiana and Florida. I didn't like Florida's because they treat me really horribly. But Indiana's treat me really well. They help me with my critical condition, what I have. And this was the first time I heard you have bipolar. Negative with one doctor in Virginia that was fat shaming me. And rest were positive. I moved to a new doctor in Virginia, and she's very nice and sweet. She's I'll help you get fit. I'm not going to fat shame you. I'm not going to judge you. I do talk to my family about mental health. They actually respond very well. They understand what I'm going through, and it helps me a lot. And they're understanding more and more each day. And when my brother came to Nebraska last year, he's like, I don't care if you have bipolar. I love you just the way you are. And I cried. Because I thought he would take me differently because I had bipolar. But it's like, I just started crying when I heard that from him. When it's difficult to understand me, like, people think, oh, you're like so bad, like you should go to jail. No, you don't really know me because I have bipolar, and you don't know my story of how I came from an orphanage when I was a newborn to 11 months, when I came to the US and had a better life. So before you say, oh, go back to your own country, think about like what they've been through, so that you can understand. But you need to see it from my side, where I'm from and how I see things too. Like, I'm trying to understand your developmental issues. So to understand that, you need to cooperate with me and put up with me. Understand their thoughts and beliefs first, because you don't know what they've been through, and not only that, but you don't know what I've been through. Yeah, like, people get angry a lot. No, that's not true. People cry a lot. They have mixed personalities. No, that's not true. I think that's bipolar 1. I have bipolar 2. They're very fun people to be around, just as long as they take their medicine. Just don't say, have you taken your meds? First of all, you're not my retirement coach or my grandma or my mother. So I will tell you that. And number 2 is that I am you, and I am pretty fun to hang out with and pretty fun to be around, and honesty is trust, and honesty is key. I like to give a shout out to my family that adopted me and raised me. Shout out to my cousins out there. Shout out to my best friends in Omaha out there. Shout out to the people in Chicago that helped me, and shout out to my teachers, because without them, I'm nothing.